Hello my beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Please do subscribe to my channel, give this video a huge thumbs up. Yeah, so today you guys, I had just a little something in my heart that I wanted to share with you all. It was actually from the book of Kings, 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 1 and 2. So it reads as follows: a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets cried out to Elisha, saying, your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord, and the creditor is coming to take my 2 sons to be his slaves. So Elisha said to her, what shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in your house? And she said, your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil. Okay, my beauties, so in this text we find there's a conversation between Elisha and this woman who has lost her husband, and there's a creditor that is after her sons. So she owes this person and she has run out. She has nothing but this jar of oil. And the prophet Elijah says, and then she responds, right, to Elisha when Elisha asks, like, so what shall I do for you? Tell me. And she said, your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil. And you can, by the way that she is talking, you can even you can tell the hopelessness. You can tell that she is hopeless. She is without any ideas. But it was in my heart, it was laid so strongly in my heart that God is not afraid to use the little that we have. God can use the little that we have. Tina, we may look at what we have and say, it's not enough. We may look at our goals, we may look at our goals and our dreams, and look at them, and they are so big, and you ask yourself, how am I gonna do this? How, like, I don't have much. I don't have much. But if you would just give that to God, if you would just take that seed and put it in the ground, you would yield a harvest that you never would have thought. But if you just take that seed and put it in the ground. And so it was just in my heart that, you guys, even the gifts and the talents that God has given us, those are seeds. Those are seeds that we need to put on the ground so that they bear a harvest. I'm reminded of the story about the talents, where these people, it's a story in the Bible where these people received different number of talents, and this one only received one. This particular guy just received 1 talent, and he was complaining, and he didn't do anything with it because he felt like, this is not much. So don't despise what God has given you. We find in this text that Elisha tells this woman to go and borrow from the neighbors. And you may think to yourself, I'm in debt and now I must go and borrow again. You know what I mean? But that explains the provision of God. That, man, it is beyond our understanding. God's provision. God will provide for you in a way that now where you won't even be able to understand, like, Lord, how did you do that? It was only 2 fish and 5 loaves, but the Lord has multiplied. So give the little that you have to God, and watch God work in your favor. So don't sit down on that song. You may look at it and think, but it won't do much. No, pour it out, pour it out, pour it out. When she came back from borrowing the vessels, and she came, the sons actually came back from when they had gathered the vessels, and it was now time to pour the oil. The Bible says that she poured the oil, and the oil wouldn't run out, you guys. It wouldn't run out until there were no more vessels. That is when the oil stopped. But as long as there were still vessels, the oil just kept on just being poured out. And so I would just like to encourage you as well, that pour out the little that you have. Use the little that you have, trusting in God, that the Lord can multiply, that the Lord can use this, the Lord can use what he has given me. The Bible says that he gives seed to the sower, so whatever it is that you need, you already have. It's already inside you. It's already in your house. It is in your house. The jar of oil was in this woman's house. So whatever it is that you need is already in you. You already have it. When the reason maybe you might not have noticed that you actually have something is because you have looked down upon it. So I think our prayer should be, Lord, open my eyes to see what you have given me. Open my eyes to see what I am missing, what I am not, what am I taking for granted. Open my eyes to see what I am taking for granted. Open my eyes to the gifts and the talents that you've given me. So that is what has been in my heart, you guys. And yeah, I hope it is helpful. And I hope it encourages somebody. I hope you change your mind about what you have, and stop saying that it is little, but start saying that you have a big God, that you have a God who gives in abundance, who multiplies in abundance. So I just encourage you guys to just believe God, do what the Lord has placed in your heart to do. Just start, no matter how bizarre, don't let the vision intimidate you, but trust in God, because the God that we serve is bigger than the miracle that you need. Don't amplify your lack, but just magnify God and keep trusting in the Lord. So yes, you guys, that is what was in my heart to share with you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope it spoke to someone. Thank you so much, you guys, for the constant support. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Let's connect down in the comments below. I will see you guys on the next one. Blessings.